how I do. Finally set up my little backdrop here for my because I do want to planning to make quite a few more of these physical media horror DVDs, starting with the Anthologies I have. Been wanting to do it for quite some time. Obviously, let's get on with it. The ABCs of Death. It came out in 2012. I've had it for quite some time now. It's obviously the English language alphabet, obviously not the Greek alphabet. So directors from all over the world, and each 26th letter of the alphabet, they have their own segment, and the kind of just a selection of very over the top, gruesome, absurd shorts, very my type of shit really. I like this type of thing. I just wanted to just give some. The one I did like in there was the directors from all over the world. Hydroelectric, H is for hydroelectric diffusion. You think I'm scary. That I could go into. I've got this. Just call it a prop. It's a prop. And the L is for libido. The other letters I'll just if you've not seen it, I won't spoil it. Timo Tangianto. That segment. He directed the other is it VHS. He directed the Wade. I just respect him, Indonesian director. So that what he did in this, his contribution was very insanely sick and violent. He's good at that sort of stuff. Some other ones I want to mention, Lee Hardcastle, claymation YouTuber. I used to watch some of his YouTube videos. Ty West, he did the trilogy with Maya Goth, didn't he? Pearl, Pearl and Maxine. John Schnepp, I just thought I'd mention him because with Brandon Small, he was a kind of a genius behind this heavy metal animated band. So I just thought I'd give him an honourable mention. John Schnepp, I think that's how you pronounce his name. Is what he did, it was a bit it was more comedy, comedy, kind of horror comedy, classic combo. And another one I want to mention in there is Jason Eisner. I don't know why I want to keep mentioning him. It's Canadian, the hobo with a shotgun. I got rid of that film. That was. He did that one with the aliens and VHS as well. And Timmy, he's Indonesian guy. He was in a VHS 2 and VHS 94. Right, that's before ABCs of Death 2 came out in 2014. So same as. So I want to mention the B for Badger. Julian Barrett, I just want to mention because Julian Barrett, you know who he is. Then it was just quite interesting. Found it quite quirky that he made an appearance in that. And D. Lowes, the other one, I can't remember the name of the director. Did I like the director? D for D. Lowes, it was a bit like surreal acid trip. Like those animations, a bit like David Firth and is it Buddha J? He did. Like Doctor Nowhere. Doctor Nowhere's a new one. Screamer Claws, all those. I like that. Trippy animation shit. And the last, WXYZ, one of them Japanese, by the way. I love the Japanese contribution in this. Quite a lot of people from Spain as well, France, of course, all over the world. The xylophone, that's sex. I'm not going to give any more away. Just find out for yourself if you've not seen it. About over the top, like very gory, you know, just mental and just like some sort of anguish going on there. All right, yeah, another one, but yeah, this is not the first take. I thought I'd want to mention this. ABC's 2.5, and it was, yeah, like directors again. It was shorter than the other ones. They were around about like just under 2 hours, and it's just, yeah, like beginning with them. Just read all that. Can you read it? So it was just like ABCs of Death 2.5, but like all of the, it was just letter M, you know. I don't know how many directors I had in that one that time. I mean, I watched it once online, and it's not got a DVD release, so it's a shame. I think in a way it's kind of my favourite, because some of them were just like impressive, over the top, kind of. I like them weird, put it that way. Right, that's them out of the way. Right, Southbound. This is a good one. I'm quite pleased I've got this. It's a keeper. It's kind of like road movie, best to watch it in the dark. Set in like a cactus country, like Area 51, like Arizona, New Mexico, that part of the states. And the stories are kind of like interconnected, kind of like one ends, another begins. Obviously, there's the first story where there's like Death Eater type things, Death Rituals. But yeah, I won't say anything about this. It's good. Yeah, I like it. Right, the Horror Network. I think the sleeve's a bit the sleeve cover. This is another good one. They say there's plenty more I've got and plenty more I haven't got, but I think they wanted to make a number 2 of this. Number 2. And the ones I do want to mention, as I say, you can just look this up online. You can get people like put down better reviews. But the one with the therapist, that was like insanely creepy. It's like kind of like science versus like supernatural strength. It's just, I found it very interesting as well. It's quite disturbing. And yeah, there's all types of disturbing. The one set in Spain, I think it's mainland Spain. I don't know if it was Latin Spain. You know, like Mexico, south of Mexico, southwards, and it's about domestic abuse. So that I found that one quite teeth gritting. There's scenes of torture. So yeah, that was quite that was quite sobering to watch. It was like, it was impressive at the same time. Yeah, the kind of, ooh, the I got you type of disturbing. Right, that's that. This is that. I've shot myself doing this loads of times. I've not paused up yet, especially, I don't know why I'm doing it with this thing on. Right, XX. 4 female directors. Yeah. Ladies directing the horror. So, yeah. Right, just want to get my... I do this, I can't remember things by heart. I just want to make sure that I remember things. Let's read it. Yeah, the Roxanne Benjamin. Yeah, she did I don't know what she contributed to Southbound, but she was on Southbound. And, well, the favourite one I want to mention here is Janka Djokovnik, called The Box. They're lady directors. Interesting wraparound or framework story. You can either call it a wraparound story or framework story. It's just like a type of eerie animation, a bit like a bit Tim Burton-y or something like that. Trippy Tim Burton. So yeah, XX. Lady horror directed by the ladies. Right, another interesting one. Just making sure. Trapped Ashes. I do recommend this. This came out. This came out in 2006, so it's quite like early modern, and yeah, it's set in This is actually a German release. I actually got it imported from Momox. You can see that it's obviously German. So just look it up. It's obviously, I think it was directed by a Canadian guy. I think something like that. It's set in it's set in Hollywood, and these it's a bit like a modern. It's like a bit of an update on Tales of the Crypt. Tales of the Crypt. That's for another video. Or like Creep Show, but yeah, Tales of the Crypt. But yeah, it's John Saxon's in it. You're the guy, you know, he worked with Bruce Lee, and he took on like Freddy Krueger's skeleton. And Ken Russell, he directed the film known as The Devils. He's directed quite a lot of interesting films. He's a bit of one of those eccentric directors. And, you know, he made a guest appearance on this film, so yeah, I didn't really. I've only got hold of this quite recently, really. I thought I'd check it out. It's yeah, it's just watch it. You know, it's set in. I think the guy, you know, the guy who kind of like gets him there. You know, the tour guide. I think he was. I think was he on the Gremlins or something? So yeah, like it was interesting. Right, back to the rest of the world. Obviously, like the American contribution there, right? UK here, right? Bordallo Death Tales. I've had these for quite some time. Very sleazy, like very thick Southern English accents. So I'm not really going to say much about these. It's just like it's kind of like comedy horror. We've got The Whipper, Stitch Girl, Vice Day, like, I don't know, just perverted pigs in suits. That's one way of describing it. Nazi Zorma Death Tales. I just said that wrong there. Nazi Zombie Death Tales. Zorma. Why did I say Zorma? Yeah, the Brits like have a go on about the old war stories, don't they? You know, yeah, any reason if there's still some pride left. Yep, so basically it's about Nazis and zombies. They're both British, right? Alright, let's go to France. Well, no, not now. I can't afford it, but this is an interesting one from France. It's animated. Just look this up yourself. You'll get a very good insight. As I say, I hope I'm getting it right from there, and I hope it's recording. Is it recording? It's obviously it's in black and white, very macabre, it's like sort of like it's hard to describe, like a Tim Burton, very dreaded, very bleak. It's in black and white. Like obviously it's in it's in French, you know. So as I say, I like it. I find listening to languages from all over the world, French, Russian, Japanese, Spanish. It doesn't matter what languages. I just find it quite refreshing. So I do like language. I do like films in other languages. Especially, you know, this is a collection of it's an animated anthology. So I won't say anything about this. It's very creepy. It's quite philosophical. Some parts of it are like very deep. It's like dark doomer poetry. So just watch it. Right, I'm near the end now. Right, The Field Guide to Evil. This is another international from directors from all over the world. I can see there, like, the ABCs of Death. This is another German import. I tried to pull the stick off there. I just made it look more ugly. Yeah, like, set in Austria, Greece, Turkey. Where else? Germany, yes. Yeah, set all over the world. I think one's in the Far East. I can't remember which one was in the Far East. And yeah, as I say, if you can read German there, just look this film up yourself. This actually has no subtitles. The only one, I mean, there's one in English. You know, obviously the segment in you know, like American English, but the ones, yeah, I just watch it. I mean, I can't understand what they're saying, but I still watch it. I mean, there's some of them like where it's obviously it's like inspired by folklore. It's like folklore. Every country has its certain dark side. It's voodoo. yeah, it's about 4 o'clock, and yeah, I just watched it without just. I just watched it. I just watched the freak shit going on, and the scenes of violence, all that sort of shit. So yeah, the field guide to evil. Right, that's it. I'm hoping to do a lot more of these types of videos on my horror physical media, and like, yeah, hopefully this is the. Yeah, I just thought I'd get a little backdrop together. Yeah, Wishmaster, Event Horizon. The light's kind of like reflecting a little bit. Yeah, I've had that Dawn of the Dead poster for a long time. So I've decided, yeah, Terrifier and yeah, Ash Evil. Right. Thanks for watching. Right, that's me. Peace out.